I feel kind of angry this morning for various reasons. I'm trying to allow myself to just feel that and not get carried away with that emotion, but rather create a space for it in my circle and allow that to be there. But what I am finding really difficult at the moment is my relationship with my phone. And it's occurring to me just how much of an addiction it is. I hate it and then crave it at the same time, just like someone would with cigarettes. And I find after spending an abundance of time just wasted scrolling, rotting my brain, I'll put it down and be like, what is this? This is literally just destroying my life. I'm wasting so much time on this. And then the next morning, after that intensity is abated and that craving comes back, I suddenly forget just how bad it is, or I choose to ignore how bad it is and allow my brain to just grab the phone again. And I feel like most people nowadays probably have a similar relationship with their phone, where they are probably addicted. Maybe they don't admit it, but they at least have a strong dependency on it. And I'm realizing that I'm not treating it like I would another addiction. If you're a recovering alcoholic, one would not say, oh, I'll just have one beer on the weekend if you're trying to get over your addiction, because all that does is just tempt you into having more again. You're staying on the precipice of falling back into that relapse. Same can be said for any drug, you know. If you're trying to work through an addiction, the goal of that, I guess, is to stop doing it. But our phones are so integrated into our daily lives that to a certain extent we can't just go completely cold turkey from them, because I need it for a practical purpose on a day-to-day basis. I use it for contacting with my family, for people I work with on a professional level, for Google Maps, so I'm not lost if I'm ever somewhere I don't know where I am. And I question how possible it is for me to have this relationship with my phone where it's kind of there, but I also just don't use it. On top of that, the times I use it, when I'm trying to avoid uncomfortable feelings, not only is wasting my time, but actually decreasing the quality of my life. It's clogging up my emotional processing. I feel like my current anger is interfering with my ability to vocally flow. When I make a mistake, I'm just getting pissed off. I think we know how bad our phones are for us, but we don't recognize how much of a long-term effect it's going to have. Those moments of nothingness between actions that we do throughout the day, I think are a lot more important than we give credit for. I think it's necessary to have silence in pockets throughout the day. And it's okay to feel bored and not have anything to do. But we are just so conditioned to need to be stimulated all the time, myself included. Go to the toilet, watch a YouTube video. Making breakfast, watching a YouTube video, or scrolling on Reels. And I literally have been saying for so long, oh, I wish I had another 3 hours extra in my day so I could do everything I wanted to do. In reality, I do have the time to do everything I want to do, but I just don't use my time effectively, because in between every thing I do throughout the day, there's at least 10 minutes of mind-numbing phone usage. I think I need to start treating it like a real addiction. I don't even know what the conclusion of this is. Perhaps it's just a rant to express my frustrations towards my relationship with my phone. But I think just vocalizing and recognizing how attached I am to it is important, because it's easy to deny and just be like, oh no, I could go without my phone if I wanted to. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Probably doesn't make any sense what I've just talked about. No coherence. I don't know. But yeah, I hope every single one of you stays blessed, stays balanced, and I will see you soon.